I would like to call the meeting of the Board of Public Works, November 6, 2017, to order. Clerk, would you take the call? Roll call.
Alderman Sevenik.
Here.
Alderman Collier.
Here.
Alderman Kruger.
Here.
Alderman Zielinski.
Here.
Alderman Grotti.
Here.
Alderman Benner. He's here. Alderman Nichols.
Here.
Alderman Taylor.
Here. Thank you, Clerk. Item C, minutes to approve, October 16, 2017. Alderman Zielinski.
Thank you. I move to approve the minutes from October 16th, 2017.
Motion by Alderman Zielinski, second by Alderman Kruger to approve the minutes. Just a comment to these minutes. Item 3, there was quite a lengthy discussion on the statute, state statute 62.14 and 62.15, and we had passed that item, and Alderman Nichols wanted to return to that, and it was then determined by the council that we move forward. Motion failed 3-5. So I said I would put this on the agenda at my agenda meeting with the Director of Public Works. We had discussed this, and it was on the agenda. So I was informed this afternoon by the mayor that it was taken off the agenda without my knowledge, and I believe without Josh's knowledge.
It was actually brought to my attention during our meeting that you did not care either way if it was on or off. It was brought to my attention that several of the other aldermen said we don't want it on anymore, so we decided to just remove that.
Yeah.
I should have informed you that it was removed.
Right, but we did have that discussion, and you said no, that we should keep that on there, and that's what I left the meeting knowing that, and I believe it was Alderman Nichols that called and said she didn't want it on there. So nobody changes the agenda but the chairman, and I knew nothing about that. So just wanted the council to know that I said, my word was that I put this on the agenda for tonight, and I did, and that's where it was, and without my knowledge it was changed, and it shouldn't have happened. Alderman Nichols.
Thank you. It was brought to my attention that apparently I requested that it be placed on the agenda, and I do not recall making such request myself. And so in an effort to move on, I was consulted and said no. If that was the case, then I didn't make that request. And that may be one of the reasons it's not on the agenda.
The reason it should have been on the agenda is I told the council I would have it appear on the agenda, and my conversation with the director in our agenda meeting was that, yes, it would remain on, and somehow it was taken off without my knowledge, and that shouldn't happen. So, any further discussion on the minutes? Okay, we have a motion made to approve and second. Take a roll call.
Motion carried on roll call 8-0.
Moving on to communications, item D, Department of Public Works Director Ramadowski, bulky item tags update.
This was just a memo that I was asked to prepare because apparently there was some confusion as far as how people were getting the bulky items. It was brought to your attention during the Board of Public Works meeting on August 2nd, 2017, that our bulky item tags would be coming out as part of our fall newsletter. instead of the normal hand delivery. So this is just kind of a memo stating that it did go out with the fall newsletter. If people do need additional stickers, they can purchase them at either City Hall or the municipal garage.
Thanks for those comments to the public that watched us especially. Alderman Severnik.
Thank you. Part of the reason this appeared is also I had contacted the mayor. I've had a number of constituents contact me with confusion with the recycling part of it, when they're supposed to do the recycling. In the past, it was color-coded in a way that you understood, and now, the way it came through the newsletter, it was confusing. So the mayor suggested that maybe we bring this up at least tonight, and people, if they really need to find out their dates, they can go onto the city's website and look up that information to help them out. In my neighborhood, they usually just wait to see if I put it out. But tonight is my recycling night. I haven't put it out yet. So I'm going to have to do that even before the Packer game. So, but I mean, it's not really very clear. So I ask that this be put on. Also, too, anyways, the other part of this is those tags. A lot of people don't care less about that newsletter, sorry to say, and they toss them. So now they're not going to have these stickers, and then they're going to be calling us and saying, hey, when are they going to deliver those stickers? Because I don't have any for my, additional refuge that I might want to put out. So I want it to be known out there also. I know this isn't the biggest media thing here, but that they were delivered. And they were delivered earlier than usual, because usually they didn't go out until like December, January, December. So this time they're early, and I don't know, you're shaking your head a lot. Did you want to add or not? But I mean, I just think it's going to be an issue with us, folks. It's going to be, you're going to be getting calls, and because we did it differently than what's been the practice. And we did that to try to save money, but I think we're going to find ourselves with a lot of people that are going to be confused. Thank you.
Alderman Nichols.
Thank you. Director Radomski, so what can we do in the event that we get a phone call from a resident who hasn't seen their tags?
Explain to them that they did come out with the fall newsletter as approved by the Board of Public Works. And unfortunately, I don't want to, just say if you didn't get your tags, we can't just reimburse them because we can't prove that they haven't used the 5 tags already. So unfortunately, in this case, it's, one of those things where if you tossed it not knowing, you're out those tags.
Are they available for purchase?
They are available for purchase for $15 at our City Hall or the municipal garage.
$15 for the set that would have appeared in
for each bulky item tag.
for each one?
Yep.
Thank you.
Alderman Zelinski.
Thank you. So with the struggle with this, and well, I have the problem with renters that just decide to throw it out altogether and they don't realize what's in there because not all renters are very attentive. Is this the best option to move forward with this, knowing all the problems? I know we might get in the swing of it in the future, but where does the department see as a whole what's going on with this?
I was not around when this decision was first made.
Yeah.
It was approved by the Board of Public
Yeah.
Works based on
That's
our
the problem.
recommendation. It does save about $9,000 a year, so that is a significant savings. And to me, that is, getting it out in a way that is a more efficient way is far better than delivering them door to door.
I wish the mayor was here right now to give his comments on it, but he's not. Could we possibly, because I was thinking about this, and then all of a sudden we were talking about it during our budgetary meeting, but we're doing this GPS system on our trucks. Could we possibly integrate this into there, that we're gonna start marking these down where these people have the bulk items? Is there a possibility you could just hit on that GPS and it would mark it down? Oh, they already used a bulk item there.
It is possible to do that, and we may
Going forward.
choose to do that going forward,
Then
but
we
at
could get
this
rid of the
point,
stickers altogether.
but it will not be ready
Yeah, I
for
know, right
this
now,
next
right
year,
now, but
so.
that's just the option going forward, I think would be the best possible, and because people are losing stickers, or they just lose them even if they did take them out, so I think it would be interesting moving forward that we could maybe use that GPS system to our advantage in this. Thank you.
Seeing no further questions, we'll move on to item D2, and it's the second quarter, 6 minutes to go. The Packers are losing 7-0. And we'll move on to item E. And I'm going to leave the room here since I have an interest in the number one item there, and I'll have Alderman Zelinski take over the chairmanship here.
Leave for his item.
He's just abstaining.
Oh, just
Need a
abstain.
training
You
session.
could just abstain.
No, I have to leave the
Oh,
room.
okay.
Yeah, I have to leave.
Does he have to leave?
So let me know when.
He's gone.
Okay. Okay, I look for a motion to approve the street use application for First Eve on Sunday, December 31st, 2017, as corrected to 2 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Community First Incorporated.
Street use application.
Stan, I'm sorry, Stan was first.
Either
Alderman
or,
Seven.
it doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I'll make a motion for the street use application for First Eve, this Sunday, December 31st, 2017, for the time frame between 10:30 PM and 12:30 AM, but
it's,
and I've noticed there were some changes in the, well, I was reading my materials here, so even though that's what it
is there a
says-
second for this motion?
Sorry, I thought I heard
second
a
by-
second. So even though I've heard, I mean, I read that it, on here it says 12:30, but there's sections of the street that need to be open or requested to be open till like 2 or something like that.
That's for,
It's actually that there's a portion of one street that is closed at 2 PM that day. The rest of the streets are
Okay.
closed at 10:30. So the proper motion would be to have it from 2 PM till 12:30 AM.
that's what you stated.
That's what I said,
Okay. Any other-
just so it's understood. It's in our
Yeah, yeah.
communication, and I just thought for some reason, because it's on the agenda this way, that there was a reason why we were reading it that way, but I think everyone understands it.
Alderman Kruger.
Thank you. Attorney Captain, I noticed that you're not signed off on this one on the bottom yet. Is there a particular reason why you haven't signed off on the application?
I don't know where the attorney button is.
Oh, I'm on.
Oh,
I just was waiting for you to acknowledge me.
yes, Attorney Captain.
The only reason was I was not here when it went out. And I did look through it. It does look like we have to, I have a couple questions, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay.
It is the insurance, Hub International Insurance Services, and we've seen them before, so I'm sure it won't be a problem. I just see additional insured as City of Neenah, so I'm not sure if that's just an error or what.
Okay. Hey, thank you.
Any other questions? We just do a voice vote for this? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Where'd he go? Okay. Okay. Next item is payment to Mechanical Technologies, Inc., Contract Unit 2017-05. Do I have a motion? Alderman Kruger.
Thank you. I will make the motion to advance the council the payment to the Mechanical Technologies Incorporated, Contract Unit 2017 through 05, Memorial Building Boiler Replacement for $5,750, payment number 2 and final payment.
I walked in, there was a motion being made for the boiler. Was there a second?
Yes.
Made by Alderman Kruger, second by Alderman Collier. Any further discussion? We'll take a roll call.
Motion carried on roll call 8-0.
Item 3, I'll entertain a motion for payment to Keller, Inc. Alderman Zelinski.
Thank you. I make the motion for payment to Keller, Inc. for project number 65-056 for the Police Department Evidence Room Addition in the amount of $32,800, payment number 1.
And it was second by Alderman Kruger. Any further discussion? Alderman Benner.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chief, can you bring us up to date where the project's at right now?
Sure. This payment was, I believe, after the substantial foundation work was done, which has been complete. And if you go by now, you see that the cinder blocks are now up. So they should be doing the bricking hopefully in the next week. And it's continuing along as they expected.
So when are they putting the roof on it? Are they gonna cap it?
Roof should be on in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
And it should be ready for occupancy about middle of January.
So this is a pretty fair payment request. They got quite a bit done already then.
Correct, and it's per the agreement that we executed with them.
Awesome, thank you.
You bet.
Any further discussion? We'll take a roll call.
Motion carried on roll call 8-0.
I was sorry I gave an update on the Packer game. I was going to give another one, but I won't. Sorry about that, buddy. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. By Alderman Zelinski. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We are adjourned.
Broadcasts of the City of Menasha Administration Committee, Board of Public Works, and Common Council meetings are produced by University Studios of the University of Wisconsin-Fox Valley. Menasha residents and interested parties can obtain information about these meetings and meeting agendas from the city website, www.cityofmenasha-wi.gov. Expression of opinions regarding City of Menasha issues or about these broadcasts can be made by contacting the Mayor's Office, 920-967-5117. Contacting their city alderman. Contact information appears on the website. Completing the electronic feedback form on the website. All public portions of the meetings are recorded in entirety and are not edited for playback.